to return to the Baltic Trackmania League with the Winter 2025 finals. And we have a couple of finalists, a couple of final matches yet to be played. And it looks like we're actually going to be starting off very shortly, as we are going to be already on our way. So we have our we are continuing from the last weekends of the Baltic Trackmania League. We had originally planned to finish off in person in Vilnius, Lithuania, but with some time constraints, we are moved the finals event to this weekend. So the last few matches that happened or will be happening during today is the lower bracket final, upper bracket not upper bracket final, but the final 4 match, and the final 1v1 for the champion title. And Morioka opens with a really nice snipe over Bits, and this is one of the ways how we start off. So for today's, the format is gonna continue exactly the same as it was, which was essentially like a mini cup modes per every single map. And the players need to win 2 maps, and we play till 2 winners. So in this is the lower round, the bottom 2 players, or the 2 players who are not gonna be able to secure the position, to secure the 2 map wins, will be eliminated, and the rest will be put in the top 4, and it will be in contention for prize money. So we're basically starting off the day with the money match already. I really hope there is some. The sound is very good. The sound is good, because I had some light technical stuff as happened. Because apparently there was some issues with my OBS, and kind of had to reset a lot of things the last second. So hopefully everything is all good on that side. But Morioka was the first to open up the first round. It looks like this time it's gonna be Fane who's gonna get. Wait, that's already a good time. 48-6. Wait, that's really good. So what I have heard from some players, since they have not had that much, well, of course, it's not that great as you prepared for, in-person event, and again, things get moved around. Some people did not probably train that much during the week, but as it is the case with Trackmania, if you play one map, and if it's still fresh in your heads, you're still gonna be pretty good on it. You just need a couple of rounds, and you're gonna be good. The so-called psychological super compensation is happening, so we actually might have even better pace potentially due to this phenomenon seeing today. As we already saw, Fane had a good opening round, but a bit of consistency issues are plaguing the players so far, as we're basically jumped right in the very first match. Yes, if you all have some questions regarding the format or some corrections, you can make sure to answer in this chat. I will answer everything except what does the code mean that I posted on Twitter. That's all up to decide, the people. That's still up for discussion. As Morioka gets 10 points. So actually one important thing to clarify here is that during the last weekend, the event got stopped during this match, as with the technical, the internet outage, and essentially this match have to be cancelled. So due to to keep the competitive integrity intact, this match is reset. As it was in person, the situation that Karluki was not motivated because he had to leave as well to make in time for his travel back to Latvia at the time. So we're moving around certain things here and there. So at least hopefully the players will be with that way better mindset as well, be entering this specific match. It's a bit of an awkward bump. Gets put in a 1v1 with Morioka already. What Karluki is a bit behind, but not too much. So Morioka and Fane gets a nice 1v1. Morioka does not get the best slide, goes for the full inside. Fane gets a really nice exit speed outside line. 48-7, not too shabby of a time as well. Actually, Fane having a really solid Regu pace, except for those 2 rounds, but a bit of some mishaps happening in the middle. Also, the predictions are still up, so you can still do the prediction for the match winner. Right now, Bits is leading in the prediction vote as the majority. Morioka being second, so Bits and Morioka currently are the chat favorites. At least for now. But we'll see how the match unfolds. As Fane, I would say, is definitely... Remember when I had a chance to speak with him in person? In general, it was really nice to meet a bunch of the players and community people in there as well. After seeing that basically there has been more and more activity in Baltic scene, it kind of motivated him to come back. And also important thing is that basically the winner of this event, which will end today, not only will get prize money and additional prizes from our partners, but will also be directly qualified to the Comic-Con Baltics event. And since Comic-Con Baltics 2025, the Trackmania tournaments will be played in duos with the Trackmania World Tour 2v2 game mode, the winning player will be able to decide on pick their own teammates for the event, will be qualified with them. So whoever wins it, then their teammate also immediately gets the spot as well. So we have a pretty solid round right now, as Morioka is already on his first finalist attempt to secure his first map win. So the first map win was actually Fane's pick, which was Verde. I believe it was used in one Russian tournament as well, by Kuma and SQLC. So far Karluki is actually stepping up in this round, trying to deny Morioka the first few rounds. Actually got a really good speed there from the parts, as even tries to pretty mid approach, but it was still enough to maintain the position. Morioka is trying to send it, but Karluki is the one who still snags it in. It was a bit of an awkward ending there, but at least it was nice to see that it ended up like that. But it is, as it's denied, managed to close in some points, and with that, actually, since Fane secured third position, he now enters finalist status himself. Casual replay jump scare. Whoa, what was that? Wait, that's a pause. That is a pause. The good old teleport happened. So yeah, bit of a technical issue, thankfully, since it did happen early on in the start of the round. We do restart the round at least. That might play a bit in the mental of some players, but at this rate we'll be playing the final of this on the eve of CCB. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I think it's fine. We all good. It's a good learning lesson as well, because this was the first time this format also did appear in a in-person event. So due to that, we kind of did see how it was a good guinea pig attempt. Let's just say like that. Either way, we have a sick double finalist round so far. Fane on his position to yoink this first map, as he will do so. 48-6. That's actually a really nice regio from Fane, as 0.6, 0.7 are pretty solid times that you want to do on this map. Looks like he went with the full send approach, and due to that he secures his first map. I'm not too sure what was the match scoreline from the last time this match was played. So the next map is picked by Karluki. So the reason how the seedings were determined for this specific match is right now Auris and Ziren are in the final four match, and since in the winner upper bracket final, Fane and Karluki lost to Auris and Ziren. Fane was number 3 and Karluki was number 4. So due to that, these two players get the top seed in the picks. And since Bits won the lower bracket round 1 match over Morioka, his pick is map number 3, which is as many people call it VFX, some people call it Realm. For me, it's easier to call it Realm. So let's see what has happened. We'll have some people maybe have done some hidden practice. I really don't think so, honestly, but who knows? Some people might have figured out something, especially as some of the player lines got exposed after the first phase of the event. and Karluki having a solid fight up top so far. Morioka trying to get a bit more XP out of it. Seems to work out. No major changes there. 51-4. Also not too shabby of this. Which round is this? This is the lower brackets final. But there are 2 more upper bracket rounds. So there's gonna be the final 4. And then there's gonna be a 1v1 at the very end. So 2 line approaches. The Lithuanian line, which is full inside. And Morioka and Karluki taking the outside. Looks like the inside line is a tiny bit faster. Karluki set up as someone who bounced out at it, Morioka. The 3 players are relatively close in this round so far. There's a sneak from the inside. I think that was Bits who actually had a teleport into a checkpoint. As this was in the halfway point of the round, we can't do anything about it. It's having a bit of a Gwen incident. Best I can do is propose a pause, but I proposed a pause as well during the first few seconds of the round, so the round is not interrupted by too much. It looks like he's not going to be able to finish due to that. Yeah, but that is something on Bits' side. There's not much we can adapt to it, but or assist a bit as much as we can, but it is what it is. Good attack there from Karluki with that line. It is a bit on the backside a bit. The network issues have been plaguing up a bit. Well, there's a relatively close run so far for the top 3 for the Big Tenor. Morioka, Fane and Karluki all in a 3-way fight. Morioka got a bit more speed, but he has to readjust it. Oh, double bonk with the same time as with Fane. I think even Bits gets the overtake due to that. And due to that, Karluki is a good opportunity to snag some 10 points. Also with Bits having a top position, as both Fane and Morioka had the same mistake. Especially as in this specific part in that turn. The turn type, like in the way how they approach it and how they push it, is really risky. As it's like hardly any space to do it, so it's partially blind exit. So it does really go on the feel if you can get through that gap or not. Classic Open Planet updates. This is what happens when you do not open the game for a couple of months. Days. Okay, months is a bit too extreme. Only reason why I have opened the game is for some stuff. That's it. I can't legally say what it is. Oh, double mistake from the Lithuanians in the same parts. Yes, I did see your message, Ziren. I was a bit focusing on some parts, but basically Ziren sent me some of hidden times, as both Auris, Ziren and Karluki have been training together. So I have some insight on some of the times, of the hidden times, by the split players, as all 3 split players have been training together. Actually, great map so far by Karluki. Got 3 out of 3 round wins. Definitely his pick is playing in his favor. So on Paradox, Karluki's... I don't know if I can say this, but Karluki's hidden time is 51:07. So probably that's one of his more consistent maps. He so far definitely has played the role of such. Also, I'll be honest, it was really fun watching Beacon qualifiers yesterday. And it makes me just more excited for the CCB and some other things as well. Oi, 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 Karluki crashed it out. He tried to risk it because he won a close fight with Morioka. And it did not pan out that well. Looks like Morioka's gonna get his tenor. And with that, we'll move on to the finalist status himself. That was a really unlucky mistake from Karluki, but it is what happens. So now we have a double finalist situation between both Morioka and Karluki to secure their first map win potentially. Unlucky. Oh jeez. What kind of else you can pun you can think of, like every single player? Unlucky. What could be the case for Morioka? For Fein, it's pretty simple. You call Fein fail. That's pretty straightforward. For Morioka, it's a bit hard to decide. That's because there's nothing much else to say, because he's currently leading the rounds. Karluki has crashed out so far, but a really great fight so far in the top 3 between the Lithuanians and Morioka. Well, both Lithuanians got a great line there. Morioka's in a close fight. Bits having a bit of a teleport moment. Morioka got a bit of wider approach and he snags it by just 3 thousandths and gets the map win with that as well. Great round actually. Pain. wait, that's better. That is better. And yeah, Fein with the pain. Not being able to secure the round, and with that, Morioka actually denies Karluki his map pick, and we'll give a bit of a time as well for Bits to reset his outer, so people can warm up at least on Realm. So we might see Bits leaving the server for a bit. That pun was not intended. That's sometimes the sentences work like that. It's kind of annoying. I thought that Bits is resetting his router, so I thought that Bits DC, but it's actually Morioka. As he mentioned, he's getting stutters. Yeah, Bits losing Bits. The irony. So if we go if you want to check out how the bracket is looking like so far, it's essentially who gets top 2 in this match will already be eligible for prize money already, as well with some additional prizes. So everyone who gets in the top 4 will get a free ticket to CCB. Not the Trackmania tournament, but the event as a whole. And the winner will be not only qualified to CCB, not only will get a Baltic Trackmania League champion title, but as well will get additional prizes from the partners of the event as well. So this map number 3 is actually picked by Bits. So this is a Bits pick. So far no comments of the players. Just testing out, making sure everything works. The good old classic round 1 being just as a test round as well. I was watching a basketball. I saw the Lithuanians were discussing about some basketball matches going on, but what are the matches about? It's like some league or something. Because I know in Latvia most people just focus when the national team plays in either Eurobasket or the World Cup or something like that. Let's wait for Bits. If it's all good on his side, it's some network tinkering. Actually, I want a bunch of Žalgiris fans up in there. Oh, see. So it's like EuroLeague. Okay. At least I have heard of EuroLeague. Okay, Bits DC'd, so he's resetting a bunch of stuff up. Kem I heard that you were called up, as usual, during the Beacon qualifiers when something was not working. The thing is, when I saw the round 1 things in the UI, I literally knew what was the issue. So I joined in the Beacon Discord. I asked for if you guys need help, then I can assist. Well, Chem is let's just say I'm more familiar with almost every game mode. 2v2 is like my thing. I know how to break and manipulate that game mode quite a bit. Okay, let's see how is the gamble looking like. So, we did a prediction on this match while Bits is still trying to solve his issue. So right now, the match winner is with 53% to Karluki, 29% to Morioka, 18% to Bits, and 0% to Fane. These are the main core principles. I mean prediction percentages. So essentially Morioka and Karluki are currently the top 2 favorites so far. 0% on Fane. I'll be honest, Fane is looking pretty damn good. I'm actually looking forward to him playing. And some other events as well. Yeah, 10 points on Fane. No, it was 20. I mean, I think everyone immediately defaults to Chem when something is wrong, so... Yeah, Fane was even... I think it's even less than that. Asking if all players are ready. Let me continue. So far the match status is Morioka with 1 map win, Fane with 1 map win, Bits and Karluki with none. And however, Karluki with 50%, 52% being the match favorites from the chat. Let's see if everything goes. Resume. / on pause, and we go. So this is Bits map pick. So right now, Fane did manage to win his map pick. Morioka denied Karluki's map pick. And pause. ... I'm sensing someone with low ping on the server. At least we can enjoy the scenery so far. Yep. And Bits is sitting in place. Or is... No, he is playing. Bits is in the CPs. Pretty close round. I think he's mimicked by one of the other ghosts. But yeah, Karluki is the same as Bits. So yeah, Fane. Anyway, Fane and Morioka so far with the first rounds. Karluki is following third. Got an unfortunate respawn, but this is Morioka getting the first. 0.6 as well. Not too shabby as well. You found the folder for CCB23 overlays. I also had like a folder that I found. Yeah, Bits is I will give a bit I just read my comment was I will give a bit of time. Yeah, Bits is really slow. He has like a massive, like look at this delay. Oh, I know what's the issue. Okay, Bits has the Schrodinger. I don't know how do we call this bug. There is a bug in the servers that exists on every single server. Oh, it was just slash kick. Okay. Where it basically says the player is on the server, but at the same time he can't join the server. So that is a genuine bug. So I think now Bit should be able to rejoin the server properly. No, you have the good old classic timeout bug, where it's like the game thinks you're on a server, but you're actually not on the server. So I think we can call it ghost player bug. I think that's a pretty interesting way how we can frame it. Because it thinks you're on the server, but you're actually not on the server, and you can't join the server because your ghost is on the server. Why did it kick you though? I mean, right now I unfortunately kicked you. Alright, Bits type 1. Bits type 1. 2. Okay. Resume. Alright, let's see what works. That's the thing, even on TM, basically DC is so hard that the server still thinks you're leave, but doesn't. Yeah, so I guess maybe that's like an old school thing in the server infrastructure. Because especially, I would say, during the last year or so, I have been noticing it more myself. Anyway, let's see. Bits did manage to drop one round with that DC. What is that Morioka line? Where did he go? Whoa! That was Bits. He zipped across the screen. XD. That is something on Bits' end. It's fine for everyone except for Bits. Anyway. Looks like Fane is gonna be the one who, on Moriokas, is gonna take the 1-2. 0.5 as well, jeez. Wait, where's Karluki? Oh, he did finish. Time to invest into Starlink. Aren't there like European alternatives to it, or is just the musky guy just littering the space nowadays? Doesn't Bits always have this issue? Yes, he has. He had. This is the map that was tracked today. Whoa! It's like he got hit by a car or something. Like, jeez, I haven't seen that kind of effect. Oh, what? Jeez. You're playing flat out here or something. Okay, Morioka even got confused after probably hearing what that was. Blood's possessed. I think that's something to do with the ping. He probably has a really unstable connection. Usually that comes when you play from Wi-Fi. Dude, Fane, actually, really good regio. Fane, really solid regio. Yeah, sometimes people like order like a solid internet. It's like really fast, but the ping is really bad. And due to that, it's like, you know, problematic in the end. Okay, Bits having a comeback now. Fane the one who dropped 0.3 a bit in the starts. Everyone else having a pretty solid round so far. Oh, great speed by Bits. Wait, that was a really nice line there. Again up on everything, everyone. Going up instantly to Morioka and Karluki. Morioka risking for the inside. Even a bit kind of light oversteer. As soon as you exit the wood, like, there's nothing you can gain. You just have to hopefully take everything tight and you get it. 0.50. That's a great round, actually. That is a great round up top. It even denied Fane entering finalists and additional points as well. Bit of a bump there from Morioka, and Fane as well not having the most optimal of starts. Bits have having a light touch. Morioka having a solid exit dirt. Fane as well going full inside. Karluki and Morioka opts for a different line there. Looks like Fane's... Oh! Fane has such a nice inside line right there. Bits as well, only 0.3 behind the leader. The rest of the players are really, really close. A nice line there, early release, full excel. Bits as well, not too far off. Yeah, but it looks like Fane will be the one who will snack in the tenor. Will enter finalist. And he will deny Morioka the opportunity to enter finalists. It's actually a solid round up top. Where is Bits? Bits also finished. Okay, yeah, he got his 2 points at least. So Fane actually already potentially securing a slot into the final 4 on the 3rd map. Remember that from the rest of the matches from the playoffs, where that one player was instantly got the first 2 maps and is already qualified. To the next round, Karluki bounce into the side. Not to risk a bit too much. Both Morioka and Bits try to get that inside line as much as possible. It's kind of funky. You like see multiple lines and then they're different kind of an outcome. And all of them are relatively equal either way. Morioka only... Whoa, what an inside line by Bits. Managed to maintain it. Fane got... What is the speed by Fane? He just zooped past everyone. It's like Bits clipped on the inside and might be Fane actually closing down this map. Good round up top. And Fane secures this map win, as this is the 2nd map win already in this match, and puts himself into the final 4. Already in running for at least the top 4 prize money already. We have 3 Lithuanian players in the final 4, in the top 4 of Baltic Trackmania League. Also Fane, a player who did not get Div 1 a single time during the regular stages. So as soon as you give Fane a bit of time to practice, looks like he's then definitely can step up a bit. Because in the quick learn stages, he was a bit struggling. He was winning Division 2, but yeah, time attack phase did not work out for him that well. Unfortunate bump there from Karluki. It's a Morioka put in a 1v1. If Morioka wins this map, then move on to the next phase. So the chance for a full Lithuanian final is if Bits makes a comeback. Which right now is on the unlikelier side. And also, who was that based voter? So it was like 0.05% for Fane to win this match. So he just completely yoinks all channel points from everyone. Absolute Richie. Bro puts 20 channel points and won like 10k. No, he got... No, that's Vies. No, VS and Fade, VS and Heroes put like 10 channel points each. Both of them got 11k. Okay, sorry, 5,700. You literally won a gamba that has like a lottery tier winning stakes. At least you're wasted all week's luck right now, so you can get some new luck for the next week. Someone tells you Morioka's pretty good on this. This actually is Morioka's pick. So actually this map was not picked by Morioka during the in-person stage. So right now, and he actually picked it for this one. And so far he's 2 for 2. Does Ziren have sub-60? Let's actually check. So Ziren sent me some of the hidden times from split players. And on Freedom, a 0.448 is the fastest time. But as with the comment from Ziren, it was driven in rounds, and ours did like a 0.47. That's like approximately 0.4 difference from the previous, so far the fastest round. This phase is online. Crazy bus driver. This phase is online. Because we did move it from... yeah, this should have been LAN, but FGC guys were a bit too late, and a couple of they messed with the servers. So. And the venue was closing, so we thought, you know, it's the best to decide to move it to today. But they give some good notes that most likely if we have another BTL, then we're probably gonna extend it over 2 days or something, or make it start earlier. And people were leaving. Yeah, that as well, because Kaluki was like rushing to get. Thinking of making his match, so he requested a forfeit as well, so this is one of the better options. So to keep the competitive integrity, we moved it to this weekend. Anyway, Morioka now enters finalist. If Morioka wins this round, he will move into the top 4. So it's now for Karluki to deny 2 rounds. Bits as well, potentially, but it's not going to be that easy. Morioka with a bad start. Already 0.2 down. It's a decent drift. Catches up a bit. Nothing too major. Still with the 0.2 difference. But unfortunate bump there from Karluki. All the players off for a middle line. They're trying to catch up a bit of a wider approach. He will get more speed, but will he can maintain this? Actually, no. Kaluki still managed to keep the same pace so far. Same with Bits. Oh, that was an unfortunate line, but Bits maybe can deny this. It's all on Bits. If Bits denies it, Kaluki is saved. Morioka does misses the finish. Why did Karluki DNF, man? He could have gotten the points at least. Come on. Okay, so Bits now gets the overtake in terms of points. Karluki could have gotten at least a bonus extra 3 points, and he would be a top 2 away from finishing. Now he needs to get first place twice. Trolluki. Yeah, happens. Accident? Yeah, might happen. Real classic tilting moment as well, you know. When, a bit really bumpy there. There wasn't a potential to deny Morioka there, but was a bit too bumpy. Same with Morioka, but Morioka actually survives. And looks like unless Morioka misses the finish again, he actually does finish it off, and Morioka is put into the top 4. And with that, Bits and Karluki are eliminated. Yeah, with the quick Alt F4 from Karluki's side, Morioka does secure the top 4 and will be eligible for... now is in contention for a bit of prize money as well due to that. And with that, Morioka moves on to the top 4. So we will have 3 Lithuanians and an Estonian into the top 4. But we have 2 more matches left. We'll have the same kind of format with Auris, Ziren, Fane, and Morioka. And top 2 players from these will move on into a 1v1 phase for the BTL winning title. We'll have a small break, and then we will move on to the next phase. Alright, welcome back, and it's time for our final four match, which is gonna be between Auris Ziren, Morioka, and Fane. So these will be our top four players that we're gonna be playing off against for the final two, or the final 1v1. The format is gonna be exactly the same as it was previously, but this time all four players will already be receiving a bit of prize money based on their positions. After the event, there's going to be a bit of tiebreakers happening to see who is third between the two qualified players, and then there's going to be the final 1v1 to determine who will be the Baltic Trackmania League Winter 2025 winner. So one of the things with whoever wins the entirety of the events will be able to choose their duo for the Comic-Con Baltic Trackmania tournament. So whoever qualifies, as the event will be in duos, they will be immediately eligible to select any partner of their choice for the event. Anyway, let's go. So the format's gonna stay the same. We're gonna play till two winners to decide who will be the two players who will play in the 1v1. And the 3 and 4 players will also be number 3 and 4 players will also be rewarded with some prize money. So you're gonna have to have a really solid match throughout. Even if you don't qualify, you're still gonna get financial bonus as well. So we have 3 Lithuanians and 1 Estonian. I will say this has been the best representation of Lithuania in a Baltic Trackmania League Grand Final since winter. Okay. Alright, we might have to go on electric pause. Whoopsies. Okay, sometimes happens, okay? Sometimes mistakes happen. Uh-huh. Alright, classic. Okay, good old, yeah, the function names. Locked in a bit wrongly. That's how. Alright, we good. So we're gonna restart the map, basically, since the point setting was not correct, so it should be correct now, as yeah, good old. Basically, in the backend system, there is a system where it assigns cup points limits and points limits, and the function names differ between the game modes. So now it's all good. It says track points as it properly done, and due to that, we are good to go with the final 4 now. A bit of a hiccup. As I always said, the Baltics is the guinea pig region, so always test out stuff before it happens in the bigger events. But it is what it is. I have a feeling most people probably think that everything is good. I heard rumors that people have been saying that World Tour this year is gonna be 2v2. Well, since I had been done 2 events with Cup Long game mode, maybe people are guessing incorrectly. Just saying. Anyway, so far we have Morioka, who opens the round with a 0.7, which is a pretty solid start. Currently the fastest time that I have been informed about is actually by Auris and Ziren, which is a 0.4 on this map, which has been done during rounds practice. Is the one that has been officially registered and reassigned. Regarding the match criteria, so far Auris is set as the favorite. So we might have to see how it does go, if that will be the case. Auris definitely has been one of the most fastest improving players. I would say in a global level. Of course, for Baltics he has been known for many years, but now only recently he's starting to move up in terms of global performance. But and there's a very good reason why that has happened. So essentially he has just started. Okay, this is a big tip, so probably he doesn't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it because this can help out to any player if you want to improve at the game. If find competitions where they are happening. Oh, 0.5, geez, that's a really solid time. And essentially, create part maps and hunt the part maps. That is the best way to prove. Myself saying the same thing. Like, if I, especially for competition maps, who are a bit lengthier, if you just play the full map as an entirety, you're gonna get better at the map way slower unless you're a fast learn type. If you're like, I would say an average player, like myself, or Auris and Ziren, then the best way is to just grind out the sections, and you can just get way more optimal with the segments, and you can become way faster, really fast. So anyway, Morioka with a really bad start. All three Lithuanians in a 1-2-3. So far the split players are having a 1 and 2. As Ziren are having a good solid pace so far, falling by Fane. Let's see, what's the time as well? 0.6 as Auris secures another tenner. This map has been Auris' pick, but it has been also Morioka's favorite. So this time it's a bit of a small rule reversal. As Morioka is a bit not quite well performing so far on usually map of his choice. Maybe now the audio is a bit better. Oh, that was another crash. That was this time Ziren who crashed out. That's a really big gap there from Ziren. Auris again having a solid start. Morioka and Fane in the chase. Actually, Fane having a really great comeback for Trackmania. The first Baltic Trackmania, actually in general Baltic Trackmania event that he plays. And already in the top 4. His first event is quite notable results. I believe this was the most played Baltic Trackmania League as well in terms of player amount. Auris secures 10 points again, really solid regu pace, 0.5, 0.6. That's approximately 0.15 from his personal best. But yeah, with that, Auris already enters finalists. Had only won a bit of a yak round, but outside of that, it's going pretty solid so far for him. The rest of the players are definitely in a bit of a catch-up. So the way how this works from this match, where the 2 players who secure 2 map wins will be put in the final 1v1. And the final 1v1 is going to be a best of 5. So where is the first person who managed to complete the match will be put as the top seed in the 1v1. And we will have the first map pick advantage. Ziren's now tries to deny some points for his teammate. Morioka is the one who, if he gets the snags the round win, will move on into the finalist round himself. At least on this map. Ziren so far denying Auris. Auris trying to really risk it for the inside line. Managed to gain up a tiny bit, a half a tenth over Ziren. Looks like Ziren tries to take the same line. Ziren secures the tenner for himself. Denies Auris the finalist as well. Why is there flickering here on the side? But yeah, Auris has been really risked that ending part. But yeah, about Auris and Ziren and Morioka now a round win away from entering finalists themselves. But Auris on his, I believe, second attempt. And getting the lucky clip. Gets a light angle change in the middle, but doesn't really change that much. Maybe could save a 1000 or something. Auris gets an unfortunate transition, but still gets put into it. Gets a good speed. Morioka also opts out for the wider line. Really risks the outside part, but I feel like he loses a bit to both Lithuanians due to that approach. Travel distance and speed ratio is not that well balanced. Both Lithuanians are fighting for the 1v1, and Ziren snags it, the tenner once again denying it from Auris. And now we have a Lithuanian, the split player 1v1 already for the first map win. Morioka is a top 2 away as well. But top 2 for a second place for Morioka is only fine here if Fane is the one who gets first. Else one of the split players secured their first map win in this final 4. Push them closer for the final 1v1. Good start by both split players. Fane as well in the mix, but Ziren is the one with a bit better start. Morioka is a bit out of it. Light touch happened early on. Ziren 0.15 behind. We'll see if Auris can manage to catch it up. 0.15 technically is catch-upable, but you have to have a really good one. Doesn't seem like it. Fane is the one who managed to catch up, but the gap is the same. He did caught up to a Ziren, but Ziren maintains it and actually yoinks the map win from Auris. And Ziren is the one who opens the match with a map win in his pocket already. So a great comeback there from Ziren. Auris had a great start, but Ziren managed to get better at the map at the end. And a solid pace as well. 0.5s, 0.6s. That is pretty solid. Looks like Ziren thought he won already and left the server. No. We'll wait for Ziren. Ziren, oi, you have to win 2 maps, man. You have to win 2 maps. It's probably gonna DC every map switch. Oh, great. He uninstalled medal. Okay. Alright, first map pick was actually by Auris. So his teammate already denied his first map pick. So now we're on Ziren's map of choice, which is Polenster. I asked ready and Morioka says thank you. Classic. Alright, let's go. Map number 2 of the final 4. Ziren on his first map, and if Ziren secures this, he already enters in the final 1v1 as the top seed. Right now, Auris has been definitely looking as the favorite for the event so far. Actually, Auris has never won. Auris has played in basically every single Baltic Trackmania league and has never won it. Despite Auris is, I would say nowadays, is one of the better Baltic TM players. I think definitely internationally he's recognized as one of them. But has never won a Baltic Trackmania League event himself. Whoa, I don't know, slide from Fane. Did not get enough steering for the drift setup. Auris and Morioka battling for the top side. It's gonna be Auris snagging the first. 53-2. Not... Honestly, it is faster than what I can do, but I think we saw faster times previously. Circus Gaming, ++. Radiance, long time no see. Ziren early touch. Oh, that was really close by Fane there. Sorry, that was, I believe Auris. Yes, Auris. Was really close to the wall there. Good round so far at the top. Fane, Auris, and Mori, all three. Someone lost the gear. Fane touched the side. Mori and Fane are out of this round. Where is Ziren? Ziren is starting to catch up to the second pack. Gets a light airtime as well. Auris gets a free round in his sides. So he gets his first 52. I believe the world record here is 52.5 by feed. But the Baltic player times were all, I believe, like a couple of like hundreds just behind it, so it was not too far off what the players are capable of. But you have to be really optimal on this map to be eligible for 52s. Zidan a bit behind, gets an awkward gear as well, so that will put a snowball effect on his round. All the players got through the sign. No awkward mistakes. Morioka with a bit of a recorrection for the drifts. Oh, this is a bit of an awkward line there, but survives. Fane as well got really close to the wall. And also survives. Looks like Morioka and Zidan are going to 1v1 bit for those 3 points, but Fane tries to secure the tenor. As Auris did not have the... Oh, that's a great time by Fane as well. 58-8. Gets a tenor with that himself. That's a solid time there from Fane. I believe that's like 0.3 from WR. So essentially, if you want to get like 50-8, like you have to have everything, like every turn optimally, and you have to like risk everything. And Zidan not having the best map so far. And like for 0.5, you have to be like super efficient with the space of each turn to gain that additional 0.3. So essentially, if you see them doing 52s, that means they get like at least 50% of turns close to perfect. Fane again starting to go on a roll. This has been actually a more favorited map by most players so far. I kind of like it as well. It has that old schooly vibe a bit. That's nowadays how it's like every turn is a different surface. And Fane is gonna get another. 2 players did a 52. Nice. Fane gets another 0.8. Auris as well. Not too bad. 53 low. And with that, now Fane starts to catch up on the leaderboard here on this map. Auris had a great start, but those couple of denies from Morioka and Fane start to bite him back a bit. Zidan this time does not touch the side, but still takes it relatively safe. Has to recorrect the exit line as well. Drops a couple of hundreds with that. For the Sparts, Auris gets a solid start. Fane needs a top 2. Auris just needs to finish. Zidan flies off on the sausage part. Much a surprise, we have not seen that happen often so far. Morioka lost the gear there. Auris so far on a great run, but he no-slides and hits the bumper, the block thingy. Fane as well gets a light airtime on the downhill, really trying to use as much space as possible. With that, Fane gets the tenor, Morioka gets the 5er. Auris was on a solid time there, but did not manage to work it out. But either way, we have now 2 players on the finalist status. Both Fane and Auris so far outside of, without a map win on their sides. Now it's time to try to collect something for themselves and get on the boards. It's not mental. It's meant like that. Essentially, who gets first is like, basically, if you get first, you have to kind of like low-key win like 4 rounds, because the points limit is 30. So it's like balances out. As first place is 100%, second place is 50%, third place is 30%, 33%, and last place is 25%. So it's rounded up a bit. So it balances out, and we have 2 Lithuanians in a very close 1v1 so far in this round. Looks like Auris might be the one who gets it, as both of them had a crazy good rounds. And Auris is the one who secures the map round. Both of them 0.7 and 0.8. Great round by both of them. And with that, both split players are now with the 1 map win each. Plugin 5.2 is available for bingo. Nice. Even people play bingo nowadays. I have seen it be a relatively uncommon thing. Alright, map 3 now. Picked by Verde, which is Fane's map pick. So Pollenster was... actually, Auris and Ziren have won their other teammates' pick. So Auris... so Ziren won Auris' pick. And Auris won Ziren's pick. Marika dropping the gear early on. So basically on this map, you have to get every turn right, else you drop the gear and that loses you like 0.5. So that's kind of the main low-key identity of this map. You have to get everything right, else you're mudded. So that's why you see some weird shenanigans happening with lines here and there. It looks like everyone had a mistake. Ziren as well having a really awkward... There's a really close battle for the second. 48-5-3. Jeez. That is really good time by Auris. That is really, really good time. Is there a date when CCB maps will be released? There is no specific date so far for the CCB map release, no. The event itself will be held on one of the final weekends of May. It is planned 23rd to 25th of May. And that's for sure. Fane having a bit of a early blunder with that gear loss. He instantly gets tossed around due to the speed. In TMGL? No, in TMGL it was only 1 point for first place. It did not matter who gets, like, in TMGL, second, third, fourth was 0 points and only first place gets 1 point. That was the points repartition in TMGL. So, wait, Morioka answered with a 0.5 back himself. Jeez. That's a great round as well. 0.7 and 0.8 by Auris and Ziren as well. Those are some really good... That is like, to give an idea, if you do like 0.8, that means you did everything really well. Like, you did everything really well. I would say that's even the case for 48-9. Like, and you gain like half attempts in every turn if you do it close to perfect. So that means you can kind of guesstimate. So if he gets like 0.5, that means he got like most of the turns perfect in most of the map. As you see, most people need to risk it. This was Fane's pick, but he's really not feeling it on this match so far. Morioka and Ziren so far battling for the 1v1 as they have to like basically push every single match. If you look at Morioka's point of view, he's kind of low-key maxing out everything as close to possible. You know, watching from Ziren's POV, Morioka's gonna secure the tenor with a 0.6 this time, which is still pretty solid. Ziren with a point flat. And almost Fane even snipes Auris at the very end as well. The much needed 10 points for Morioka, as he now is also already a round win away from securing a map win himself. So with the tiebreakers for third place, we're gonna of course use the map wins for as the deciding factors. Then if there's gonna be the case for let's say if third and fourth players are tied with the maps, then the amount of points they have reached per map will be then taken into consideration. So I'll have to do some maths after the event to decide who is third and fourth. There are some stakes minutes, and if that's gonna be tied, then we're gonna use the final rounds as the final deciders. As Fane this time jumps in with the 0.6 as well. Ziren with the 0.7. Really good rounds so far done. So they're really full sending this map, and so far great pace from everyone. It is really expected. This map looks simple, but due to the way how the gears are laid out, it makes it so much more complicated to be fast on this. Like, you have to low-key max out every turn. Else you're screwed. Morioka with them for early touch as we saw it earlier. Now it is Ziren and Fane in the battle for 10 points. All of them are literally quite far behind. Actually, Morioka, if he manages, someone has like a major mistake, he can actually get some additional points and climb up the ladder a bit. Oh, Ziren with the mistake. Where is Morioka? Morioka's a bit too far behind, but there's a close 1v1 between Auris and Fane. Oh, great speed from Auris, and he does get the overtake on Fane and closes in on the over 20 points as well. Great round there up top. It will definitely reduce the scoreline here a bit, as both Auris and Morioka are basically tied. And all players are. Whoever gets first will get 100% finalists. Doesn't matter. Ziren, Fane, Auris, Morioka. So Auris and Morioka just needs to get a round. Just if we need to finish this round. It should be fine for finalists for this map. Well, Ziren and Fane both need a map in for themselves. Looks like that's not be happening for Fane this round. Unless the Fiesta happens. As well, another mistake from Morioka. Fane gets the overtake on Mori. Mori just needs to get the overtake. Just needs to finish this round and he should be fine. Ziren as well having a bit of a yak moment. Now Fane needs to, basically for Auris to miss the finish. Which is actually gonna happen. And Fane, due to that, gets into the finalist position. Well, what did I say? A Fiesta needs to happen, and it did. And with that, Fane enters finalists. We have triple finalist situation. Ziren is the only person who's out of it. So this has been, for context, this has been Fane's map pick. If Auris wins this map, he'll be putting himself in the final two as the top seed as well. Oh, he basically will get the map 1 and map 3 as the pick. Well, if Mori or Fane gets, well, they get a map in on the leaderboards. And so far with the slowest round so far. Ziren trying to deny the rest of the players as well. Ziren is out of it, so this is gonna be the last round we see on this specific match. On map, that leads. Oh, Auris got a great line there. Fane is a bit out of it. Morioka tries to send full inside. He crashes it out. And it was a great round there. And Auris actually locks in top position, and that guarantees him in the top 2 for the final 1v1. Now we'll have to see just against who it will be. Will it be Fane, Ziren, or Morioka? This is in the final duel after the final 4 match. Yes, that was a great round actually. All of them were on 0.5 pace as well. So it was a great pace there. Now we're secured at least up 2. So that is money-wise, that is guaranteed at least as minimum €125. Plus with a bunch of additional prizes as well. So we're basically, we play till one more. We'll play for one more. And those will be the 1v1 players for the very grand final. So having a bit of lag spikes, trying to cosplay bits a bit. Oh, Fane, unfortunate touch from Nitsa. He really tried to send it. Zen as well crashed out. Looks like Morioka will get a free round opener. So this has been the decider map by Morioka. He only had 2 picks to decide. And this was between the 2 maps, this was one of them. Pretty big gap so far. Ziren tries to at least catch up on Fane. get those 5 points, but I don't think that should be possible unless a finish miss happens. Morioka does secure the 10 points. Let's actually have a sneak peek. Siren sent me some times. So if you look on this map, so far on Paradox, which is this map, the fastest time is 50.94 by Auris and 50.95 by Zir. Here's some of the hidden times that the Ziren did send to me. So yeah, basically this can be anyone's match. Ziren has been a bit of a wild card. He was fast on a couple of rounds, but his consistency was definitely not there. Oh, great round there. Ziren gets the bumped up and even... No, yeah. So almost Ziren sneaks by Fane. And Morioka this time gets actually 0.2. Solid pace there. Yeah, Auris on a good possibility to claim his first Baltic Trackmania League title now. As he's locked in for top 2. Fane with unfortunate touch. Ziren as well somewhere went missing. Having a bit of a detour throughout the walls. Morioka meanwhile gets like a potentially free round, half a second ahead. Fane is trying to catch up a bit. Let's see how Morioka's playstyle. He's playing relatively wide. Due to that, Fane is starting to catch up actually. Managed to save already 4/10 over Morioka. Ooh, Morioka with a big oversteer. Allows Fane to catch up even more. But I think that's barely enough for Morioka to hold on. That was a great send by Fane as well. He gained like 4/10 on the middle to end of the map as well. But still, it's enough for Morioka to either way secure the 10 points and put himself into finalists. And to secure a map for himself already. Fane with the inside line. From understood, the inside line is a bit more consistent, but it's like tiny bits. Well, I don't know. Like on some matches they were ahead. On some matches it's like even. It's like really hard to say. Both Lithuanians currently 1 and 2 in this round. Morioka is also not that far behind. Both of them need to deny Mori. Have some saying on this map. Mori does have a light touch. It is really close between the both Lithuanians. Then tries to get more inside approach. Gets the regrip from the inside. Goes for the middle part and 3/10. Fane still secures the map round win with actually a great pace from both of them. 51.1 low from both of them. That was a great round from... It was like 0.2 from world record as well. So yeah, either way, that was really great pace from in that round from both Lithuanians. Multiple line variations in that turn. Fane gets a bit more speed here, immediately catches up to the top pack. All of them are basically equal, especially with the line setups. Fane risks for the better line. All of them got a very similar outcome. Really good rounds here so far. Fane tries to push it for the inside. Gets the wave effect, almost hits the wall. Has to oversteer at the end. Does not get the best entry for the final parts. And who it will be at the end? It's gonna be Ziren who's gonna get the 10 points. Will deny Morioka the map win already. And Fane as well is denied entering finalist status. Great round, 0.2s from all players as well. But yeah, Morioka is still left denied. Fane. Early clip in the starts. Morioka as well with the light touch. Okay, Ziren, now you crash out, or we kind of want to see some, you know, bit of Fiesta, you know. We saw 6 rounds. No, it's Fiesta time. Hopefully. Maybe. Or will he play safe? But yeah, either way, if Ziren gets first, he enters finalists. Fane just needs to finish, and Morioka is a finalist already. Fane DNFs. Morioka is somewhere lost on the map. Oh wait, why did Fane DNF? Why did Fane DNF? He just needed to finish. Oh my god. We could have had triple finalists, man. Come on. Why did he DNF? Did he misclick the button or something? Either way, we have double finalists instead of triple finalists. TA reflexes. Classic from TA players. Anyway, if Ziren wins this round, he is secured in the top 2. And due to the points, Morioka actually secures 3rd. Morioka also can snag this map win as well. Ziren so far a bit in front. Morioka has way more speeds. Ziren have to readjust the line. Morioka's trying to send it. Fane as well, not too far behind. Oh, Ziren tried to full send it. Fane even sends it even more. But he touches the side. Ziren is from the middle. Will we have 2 split players in the 1 and 2 in the grand final for the final 1v1? And that will be the case with a 0.1. We have a full 2 Lithuanians 1v1ing. 1v1ing. What, 1v1ing? Yeah, that's correct terms. For the Baltic Trackmania League grand title. And we'll have to see who will take it. With that, Fane and Morioka are currently in debates. I'll go through to decide who will be the 3rd and 4th. But either way, we will be doing Auris versus Ziren 1v match to decide who will be the winner of Baltic Trackmania League 2025 and who will be the person not only in consideration for the prize money but also for a free slot with direct qualification to the Comic-Con Baltics 2v2 tournament as well. Alright, welcome back to the Baltic Trackmania League. It's time for our grand final. It's time for the 1v1 between Auris and Ziren. The both split teammates, who both also played in the 2023 season, have been playing together for almost 2 years. This time they face off against in a grand final for the Baltic Trackmania League. To see who will be securing the title for this season. Auris has never won a Baltic Trackmania League event. So let's see how it goes this time. So basically the way how it's the 1v1 is gonna work is if there's gonna be a 2-second gap between the two players, the knockout script will be enabled. So if the player is in the range of 2 seconds, the match will be played as normally, except if... 1 second. Oh, it's fine. So it basically... if the players keep in the range of 2 seconds, the round is played normally, but as soon as 2-second gap is formed, then basically the round can end faster. The other player can earn 1 point directly. So we're basically playing till 4 points. There's a thing with the bug with the cup long game modes. And like that, we're basically going to decide who is going to be the Baltic Trackmania League winner in this 1v1 as Auris opens up his first round on Pollenster. So the map's picks were, since Auris won the final 4 match, she got the first pick. The second map is going to be Realm. Third map is going to be Verde. And then fourth map is going to be Freedom. And then the final map is going to be left as the tiebreaker, as it was the maps that neither of them left, which was, I believe, Paradox. So Auris so far open with the first points on this map. We'll see how it goes. We have seen some close rounds so far from both of the players. We'll see who will be the one who will actually go on top. Auris is the one who has been looking the most prominent throughout the event. But will he also stay composed for the grand final as well as this round? Ziren is currently leading. Managed to avoid the wall touch. Right now is in the lead with 0.4. 0.3 now. Auris is lightly trying to full send it, but it's a relatively large gap. Ziren managed to maintain his position, and we open the score. 0.63! Wait. Okay. Okay, if Auris writes very nice time, you know it's a pretty damn good time, okay? Just saying. That is fast. The points limit is 4 points to enter finalists, so it's basically till 5 points. So now, Ziren had a touch. As long as he maintains in the 2-second range, the knockout script should not be enabled. So this is a pretty good opportunity in this 1v1. We have seen Ziren so far in these events. He can push out really good times, but he's like here and there, you know. Auris has been pretty consistent, has been way more consistent Ziren, but Auris is, I wouldn't say his peaks have not been as high as Ziren's. But overall, I would say Auris is performing way more solid as a player, as he will secure the second point on this map. It still is a respectable 52 seconds. Like everything under, in my opinion, everything under 53 seconds on this map is pretty good. So, as this is a pretty important 1v1, as the first place is gonna get 200 euros of prize money bonus plus additional prize from our partners from Monster, which is an additional an additional partner in the value of more than 200 euro on top of the prize money. And as well as all of the players we signed, the final 4 phase will also get free travels to, well, not travels, but free entry into the Comic-Con Baltics event 2025. Not the Trackmania event, but the event as a whole. And the winner of this 1v1 will get a chance to pick their teammates to directly qualify to CCB event. As Auris this time wins the 1v1. This time we had a pretty solid round. It was a big back and forth. But I have a feeling both of these guys will be playing together either way. So it's fun to decide who is the best between them. As I feel like for Auris it's really important so he can finally claim a Baltic Trackmania League title for himself, as Ziran has already one in his pockets. But Auris has not yet to do so. 3-1 scoreline so far for Auris. Ziran managed to snag in that one round. Both players are relatively even. Literally almost tied. Ooh, a bit of sketchier lines from both of them. Ziran managed to salvage it a bit better. So he goes in a light lead so far in this duel. The player's got a pretty decent. Ziran almost touched the wall but still maintained the lead. Light recorrection from both players, but it doesn't impact the position so much. Oh, this risked the ends as he really needed it. And Ziran with that secures a point for himself, putting the scoreline on the pick. In the pick of Ziran. Oh, sorry, on the pick of Auris Maps, trying to challenge him on this one. We saw the KO script making a light cameo appearance. As this is one of the rare events where the KO script actually is intended. Auris so far with the light lead in the duel. Zina's trying to catch up. We have seen many players fly out here. Zina tried to readjust it to get a bit wider approach. Did not help out as much. Ooh, Betra gets a bit closer. Both of them are really efficient, so it really becomes to the micromanagement at the approaches of the turns. Oh, he's got a really solid inside line, got even an inner setup, so he increases the lead even more. 0.7, and actually, I believe both... No. Yeah, Ziran had a 53. But a solid round win there from Auris, as he's now, I believe, 1 point away from securing his first map win already. Ziran already getting 2 round wins himself, as this is the pick for Auris. As we can potentially see all 5 maps of the event be played here. Both of them got to turn really insane. Ziran didn't get the best outside line though. Oh, Auris had to recorrect, readjust. Has to recorrect. Wait, he's still in the mix. Wait, he had some really interesting line adaptment there. As both of them are basically tied, even with that interesting readaptment. Auris almost gets the no-slide line. Both of them are really efficient. This has been a great duel so far by both of them. Oh, who will snag it in the end? And it's Ziran who denies it. Great comeback there in the end, and Ziran gets 3 points himself. Denies the map win as well from Auris. Good round from both of them. The minor back and forth has been actually being quite fascinating. It's a great duel either way. Both of them get to start solid, no major mistakes. Both of them got it really nicely. Ooh, Ziran with the recorrection, but puts on the optimal line. Since we have just 2 players left, we can start to see the micro adjustments that they are doing compared to the 4-player matches. You see the perfection both of them are aiming for. This has been a great round so far. Ziran goes a bit too wide. Did not have the best entry. He should toss away the map, and due to that, unless there's a mistake from Auris at the very end. It was a great round until the end. And now Auris secures his first map win, as he claims his first pick into his pocket. Yeah, Ziran thought he crashed, so he didn't steer. happens, but it was a great round nonetheless. Now Auris does secure his first map win. As now we go on Ziran's pick, which is Realm. We already saw actually a 1v1 between Auris and Ziran already. And this was played on the Cup of the Day. a couple, I believe like 2 weeks ago. But this time we're gonna have multiple rounds to play on this one. Let's see, what's the prediction saying? Prediction is saying 80% for Auris, 20% for Ziren. So Auris is looking as the favorites from the chatters. And Ziren either way managed to showcase that he can be pretty good as well in this matchup. Different release timings. Auris doesn't get the best exits out of that turn. It's an unfortunate bump as well. Will we see the Chaos Crypto cameo appearance? Not yet so far. There needs to be a 2-second, like a major mistake for that, the Chaos Crypt to be enabled. So either way, a nice opportunity for Ziren. Close out this round. And open up his map pick of choice. His first point on the scoreline. 55-6, very respectable time as well from Ziren. So far, I believe, if I can check the notes that Ziren sent me. So the personal best times on Realm is 55:06. Would be awesome if someone from the chat notifies what is the current public time that's on the track of the day on this map. I'm very curious. Because it was kind of funny that both of them potentially have a faster time offline on a really popular map. Well, oi oi oi. Auris hit the inside. This should be the Chaos Crypt appearance now. Ziren is not KOing Auris. Needs to go for the 3 CPs. That should be a free round there for Ziren, as the major mistake was played out. So 55-2 by Naive is the current public time. And the current Auris personal best is 55:06. And Ziren's personal best is currently 55:12. So both of them have a faster time than the current public world record. Honestly, even 0.2 is ridiculous, but the fact that they're even 0.2 faster is even more crazy. This definitely is looking out like a map for Ziren. Has been in the frontal positions so far every single round. Well, will he manage the end with the nose? Oh, he got a great angle though with that. Other players are in the middle part, but this should be a free round for Ziren unless a silly touch happens at the end, and he will. 0.3 and 0.4. That is really good. Really great round from both of them. This 1v1 is actually looking pretty solid. Ziren with a bit of an oversteer, but managed to still stay in front of his teammate. Both of them go really close. Auris with the late entry in the turn. Or maybe that's actually a line setup, as he managed to did catch up. Way better setup there from Auris, but Ziren got way more speeds. In the freewheel part, Ziren oversteered tiny bits, but he got a way better inside line approach, so that's why we see the big back and forth. Both of them basically tied in this CP, so it really comes down who gets the more optimal ends. So actually the end matters here. Auris got the better ends, and it's a great round. Both of them did 0.3s. That is an insanely good round, and Auris is on the board on this map finally. The rounds actually have been really good here, what I'm seeing. Slightly different lines. Arasagon goes for the wider setup. At first I thought it was a mistiming in his turn. That's a genuine approach, but he has to release at this part, so both of them equalize out. So it's kind of fascinating. You see the two line approaches, and they're literally equal. That's been a great 1v1 so far. Oh, that inside line by Auris. But Ziren gets more speed. Who gets a better approach? Again, an insanely amazing round so far. Oh my, who's gonna get the end more efficiently? It's gonna be Auris. 4,000. Oh my. This has been a great 1v1 so far. 0.3 and 0.4. They're both reguing 0.3s, 0.4s on this. Agent 004. Who knows knows. Notice this time with the same line as Ziren. Did not manage to enter his favorable setup. All players again are ridiculously equal. Notice with the micro readjustments. You really have to look now in micro readjustments to see the major differences. It's like using magnifying glass to spot the differences. But both of them basically have perfected the map now, so it's like who gets the micro efficiencies the most? The entirety of round. Ziren has tiny bit more speed. They're literally equaled. Last round was 4,000s. Now they equaled. Auris was tiny, just couple thousands ahead in the last CP. And due to that, he got the advantage in an incredible round. Honestly, this has been one of the best, low-key. This has been one of the best 1v1s so far I have seen in Trackmania. I'm never gonna see a Fiesta round after me saying that. I already know. The full inside round approach for Auris. He gets more speed, and Ziren tried to risk the inside line and gets bounced out. That's what you had to like full send every micro, like, to give an idea, they are full sending each turn as much as possible. And the fact that for 6 rounds already, they did not have... Okay, for 5 rounds. They did not have a major mistake. 0.32. I believe that is faster than... or that equals his public time, I believe. So, it's ridiculous. Like, honestly, one of the best 1v1s I've seen so far. Auris on the map point. Ziren it opened it up, but... Auris starting to reverse sweeping it a bit. The micro no slide from Ziren. Got him a bit of speed. Auris now in a light back seat. That's a great setup, and Ziren touches the wall. Tried to overforce it too much. Actually, good save there from Ziren for this line, but he needs a mistake from Auris, and Auris has not just messed up like at all. I think Auris saw that he has a light advantage. He took it relatively safe. Ziren DNFs. So I believe he's not gonna forget to finish the round, I believe. As soon as he has the CP, should be the round over. And with that, Auris does secure his second map already. Was a great round. Honestly, so many great rounds on this map. And a great comeback from Auris as well. As now we go on to the third map, which is gonna be Verde by Kuma and SQLC. This has been Auris' pick, but both players have been quite fast on this map. It just depends on who will be the faster between them. This is a map just filled with... You have to be just efficient everywhere to not drop the gear. I feel like this 1v1 might just come down who's gonna be the most perfect. Unless someone breaks under the pressure. Especially compared to how the last map went. Has one gear down. Or one turn that's not done optimally. Instantly drops the gear for a player. So let's see. Ziren not having the best of lines. Auris did touch. Ziren having a good speed as well. Gets the overtake. This is what I said, that they need to like full send these parts. Auris is 0.7 behind. Ziren does get the end. 49, even with the mistake, is really not too shabby. So that means it shows. The world record, I believe, was a 0.3 here. And the fact that even with the mistake, 0.0 is pretty respectable. I believe the fastest time we have seen so far during a round was a 0.5. Which already is like ridiculously fast. Ziren clips the inside, gets bounced out. I believe this should be a free round in for Auris. With the KO. He should cross the CP and that should be a KO for Auris. He now secures around him for himself. Auris said he had a 0.2. Let's check. So on Verde, yes, Auris has a 0.208. Ziren has a 0.35. Yeah, there is this weird thing with KO script that you basically, the car steering gets cancelled for 2 seconds after you cross a checkpoint. So there is this weird delay. A split second. Either way, close 1v1 so far. Oh, Ziren touched. Ooh, Auris is really trying to utilize as much space as possible to get more speeds. It's a great exit. Where is Ziren? Ziren has crashed out. Should be enough of our 0.57. That is really great time from Auris. We saw a couple of 0.5s already in the previous rounds. But yeah, that's another point for Auris. We'll have to see how it goes when he finishes off this match. Great round so far by both of the players. Auris gets a way better exit here. Gets more speed. Gets a whole car length. Ziren touches. Auris still full sense that side part. He thinks Ziren is next to him, but it's not the case anymore. Auris continues with his consistency. Oh, he messed up the end. He got a bit of a lucky bounce. He even with his light major recorrection at the end, he got a 0.7. He was on a really sick time there. Just a bit lucky in the end as well with that bounce. Now it is now a 3-1 scoreline on this map, map number 3. Looks like Ziren is a bit mentally down, but maybe he can catch up a bit, a couple of seconds here. Snag some points, play on the nerves of Auris. Do a bit of rule reversal. Oh, sketchy line by Auris. Ziren managed to cut up a bit. Ziren gets away. Better setup. Auris crashes out. Ziren goes in the lead due to that. Ooh, Ziren misses the finish. Auris gets first. And with that, Auris now is in a position of winning the BTL Winter 2025 season. Such an unlucky end from Ziren. He could have denied it. But sometimes that happens. That end is pretty tight, especially with the approach how Ziren took it. He probably full-sended it and it didn't work out. He probably did not saw that he had a noticeable gap. Because sometimes when you see 0.5, it does not feel like a major gap. So potentially round winning. This might be it. 1 second. And it's gonna be the KO. It's gonna be... No, it's still in the range. Still in the range. So we'll see if Ziren managed to prevent it. 184. 170. But either way, the gap is there. 161. I don't want to do the GG's for Germany moments. And that'll be it. And with that, Auris will finally, after more than 5 years, will finally be able to claim the very first win for the Baltic Trackmania League. With that, he wins his first title, finally. And also secures a spot into the Comic-Con Baltics 2v2 tournament in 2025. As he'll be getting a chance to pick his teammate for the event, which I'm assuming is going to be Ziren. And all I want to say is thank you for everyone who tuned in for the events. Really, really appreciate it. Hope you all enjoyed the stages. We had the LAN event as well, but, you know, stuff happens. But thank you everyone who tuned in for the event, whoever played as well. I'll set up the... Would be awesome if people who played in the event or watched the event leave some feedback with the format and everything. And hope you guys enjoyed the event. And probably the next event we're going to be working on is going to be CCB, but the cryptic message that I put on Twitter, so that exists as well. So I will keep it as that. 2 people only have decrypted it, so it might contain some important information. Well, it not might. It does contain important information, so yeah, once again, congratulations to Auris for winning the Baltic Trackmania League. It's finally his first win. With that, he gets a nice bonus of €200, and he's gonna get additional prize as well, with in the worth of more than as well €200 as well, some goodies as well. I believe he had already claimed some of them. There's gonna be, since Morioka and Fane did not get a single map, there's gonna be a bit of a tiebreaker taking in place, so that will be discussed on who is secured for third. But yeah. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the event. Would be awesome if people who did follow the event entirely, starting from the stages event and everything. Would be awesome if you guys leave some feedback points. Also, big shout outs to Marcelli, who managed to run the stages events early on in the phase. Shout outs to Comic-Con Baltics, Suwa, who managed to assist with getting the partners involved with our events. And so those are the main people I want to... Although shout outs to Kem for a bit trying to fix the server. But we got things sorted, okay? So we all good. So yeah, shout outs to Kem fixing things as well. Already, I think it wasn't that big of the case this time around. But yeah. Either way, once again, thank you all for tuning in for the events. And hope you all have a nice rest of the day and evening. And hopefully looking forward to the next few Baltic tournaments as well in the future. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. I hope you all enjoyed the event, and hopefully see y'all later. Bye bye.